Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to dive on in to this crazy design. I'm going to use Blue Monday and Smelly Cat from Madam Glam. I'm going to do 2 coats of each of these. Smelly Cat on 2 nails, Blue Monday on 2 nails. Y'all, when I tell you this mani from start to finish lasted 16 days. 16 days from start to finish. It was one of these, I think I just overstepped my talent boundary, was doing too much, and I would just put it down and walk away from it for 3 or 4 days, and then come back and do it another couple pieces, and then put it down for 5 days, and then it took forever. I filmed 2.5 hours of footage that I have condensed into 16 minutes and change. It was one of those manis. Any boobs. Use code BLL30 at madamglam.com to save 30% on all of your Madam Glam needs, with the exception of the outlet products. So this blue, oh, like, just get in my face. I'm obsessed with this color combo. Love, love, love. So here they are. I don't know if I've cured these yet or not. So I'm going to use my flat plaid brush from Madam Glam. And I'm going to take Blue Monday. And the idea is to do like a thickish swoosh down the center of this nail. It did not have to be perfect because I was going to put something on top of it anyways. But I still spent 57 millenniums using different brushes and cleanup brushes and trying to, not, I wouldn't say perfect it, but just clean it up a little bit. So I do that, and now I want to use 2 different glitters. This is like a sand-colored square, fine square, and these are larger flakies, metallic flakies, and an antique gold color. Now I'm going to use the Soak Off Base Coat from Madam Glam. I have a special bottle that I use that either has fluff in it or that I have used with glitters. It has been contaminated in some fashion. So I put a little bit of that on my palette, and I'm gonna use an application brush and pick up some of that base coat, and basically I'm gonna do a glitter fade with the fine glitter, but really concentrate it and make it more full cover on like the bottom 2/3-ish of the nail. But I'm gonna put it on and really rub it in. Now this is just over a cured layer of base coat. It's not wet. It has been cured. It's just I'm burnishing the glitter into that tacky layer of the base coat. So now I'm going to put a little bit more sparsely this glitter going up the nail, and then I'm going to apply a little bit more base coat and pick up some of those larger flakies because I want to, I don't know, intersperse these. I just apply them willy-nilly, hither and yon, you know, what have yins, and just move them up the nail a smidge. So it sort of looks like, I don't know, it starts with larger pieces and then they sort of shatter and make, I don't know, smaller bits down here at the bottom. But just continue to rub and sort of burnish all of these glitters and flakies into this cured base coat. And always checking for sticky uppy pokey bits. And if you have any, push them down. So here I'm going to try to do the same thing on my blue swoosh. So I'm going in with this fine glitter and I'm like, what is happening? What have I done? I did not cure this. I did not freaking cure. I spent all this time doing this freaking swoosh and did not cure that damn blue. Oh, okay. So there's snafu number 1. So we're going to wipe that off, and okay, yep, and we're going to flip off the glitter because that helps. That helps, Tara. But honestly, I'm kind of glad that I effed that up because this nail turned out way better than the first one probably would have. So basically, I'm going to dry brush me a swoosh on here. And honestly, I feel like my life is better when there's chaos involved. So on this particular day, I chose chaos. You know, it does not have to be perfect. I just feel as though, I don't know, I function better with chaos in my life. when it comes to nail art. So as you can see, I really don't have much product at all on here, and I don't even need it super opaque. I don't care about brush strokes. Just basically slap it on in a swooshing design. And I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to go in with um, back to my little brush. And I didn't even bother putting on another layer of base coat and curing that. I think I just burnished this glitter directly into the tacky layer of Blue Monday. So again, I'm just going to sort of cover, not the entire blue thing, but again, with the chaos, I don't have to stay inside the lines. Not really that there are lines, perfect lines here, but I wanted some of the glitter on the Smelly Cat base, outside of the blue. So I'm going to go in between, what do you call it? Alternate between the fine glitter and these larger antique gold flakes. And I'm going to, again, willy-nilly, hither and yon, and just sort of get those kind of where I want them. And I can actually go in with a little dotting tool and sort of push these larger flakies, yep, like this. Kind of push them back, concentrate them, I guess, a little bit where I wanted them, where I preferred them, rather. And I'm loving the way this nail came together. So kudos to me for effing that up. So here comes another snafu. Freaking 3 of my damn tips stuck together in the lamp. Oh, God. I wasn't happy. Y'all, oh, this ain't even half of the worst. This is a fraction of the worst of what's about to come up here. So I'm going to have to wipe off the tacky layer, and I do have to sort of fix this little naked piece on my blue. I do that off camera, of course. I had to cut out so much of this footage. So I'm going to velvet matte top coat my blue nails because, I mean, who doesn't love a blue velvet finish? Oh my gosh, they turned out to be so stunning. So here is a soak off top coat. It is not a no wipe. And again, I have marked it specially because I use it with glitters, and it's got fuzz all the way up in there. I don't really care. I ain't worried about it. So I'm going to do a generous layer of top coat on my glitter nails and continue to check for any sticky uppy pokey bits. And if I have any, I'll just push them back down with my little dotting tool. Look at that blue. Oh my God, shut up. Look at that blue. So I'm going to take my dotting tool and just sort of push down any that may need to be tamed, keep them under control a little bit. But I didn't want to just go directly in with my buffer, so I'm going to use not Madame Glam's, Born Pretty's clear rubber base coat, and I'm going to do a coat of this, and yeah, it's looking good. It's a little bit lumpy, bumpy, but basically this rubber base coat acts as a really thick top coat. So now that that's cured, I'm going to buff my glitter nails and get them looking mighty fine, or fine-ish, I guess. So now I'm going to use my favorite mold from Vettsy. It's the Cameo. You guys, I'm obsessed with this. It gives me a vibe. My grandpa, used to own this was not his, but do y'all remember the vintage, like, oil rain lamps? I just was obsessed with the one that he owned. I connected with it on some strange level. I just felt like it was the epitome of opulence, right? So I'm going to use Born Pretty's extension, air quote, non-stick, I don't know, nail extension gel glue. I'm going to cross all my fingers and just hope for the freaking best. But first, we got to strap up. Safety first, because I had a plan for touching this stuff. So this is the design that I'm going to use, this really pretty, I thought she would make a beautiful little pendant. So I'm going to scoop up some of this, air quote, non-stick stuff, and I'm going to mash and I'm going to smash to try to fill up any air pockets that may be in this design, right? So there's just a lot of mashing and smashing, and I have a video. I'll plop that up in the cards above for the first time that I tested out these molds. But yeah, lots of mashing and smashing, lots of flipping it over to check, and I'm like, I think I still see an air bubble in there. I don't know. So let's smash a little bit more, and then we're going to flip it over again. Y'all, if you get these molds just try testing out each of the designs in the mold, because you're going to find, most likely, that there are air bubbles within the silicone mold itself. So this right here that we're looking at up here on the top leftish, and the one on the far left, those are just air bubbles within the mold itself, like in the layers of the mold. So don't waste hours of your life trying to smash out a bubble that you can't help it. But again, it does not affect the design because it's within the layers. It's inside the silicone mold itself. So I'm just going to scrape off this excess and put it back in my pot. Basically just try to clean up as much of this stuff as I can before I zap it. So here's where my rubbers come in. I have some alcohol on my thumb because I just want to make like an indentation on the back so that this, okay, look at this. Non-stick my ass. What is happening? Y'all, when I tell you, turned the air purple with my swear words. I really just wanted to sort of push a little indentation on the back so that it would curve to the nail and sit nicely on the nail. Look at it. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm sorry, I'm not about to touch this shit with my bare fingers and roll it around in little balls like I see people do. I ain't gonna do that. So I guess I'm destined to spend my life with this product that literally sticks to everything like gum. So I'm still calling BS on the whole non-stick stuff. Born Pretty. Sorry about it. So I'm pissed. I'm irritated. Let's get rid of the rubbers. So I guess I'm just going to try to make my little indentation as best I can with my little spatula and scrape off. Yep, scrape off. All right, so it's cured. I think I cured it on both sides. Now I'm just wiping off the tacky layer on the back side. I cured it, I think, on both sides. You know, I cured it one way and then flipped it over and cured it another 60 seconds. And I'm going to file off some of this roughness, honey. But she's absolutely beautiful. And I really wasn't all that upset with the big border on the outside of her. However, as you will see, oh yeah, so I'm trying to show y'all, I did sort of do a pretty good job of doing my little curve, my concaveness thing on the back. So I'm going to use my Macart rhinestone glue. Y'all, I put on way too much glue. Like, more than I show y'all here. Like, this doesn't look too bad, but I went back in with more. Lord, what a mess, honey. So I'm going to place her, and I want her angled. So I'm going to try to get her situated in some type of way. But look at all that glue. I wasn't happy with it, and she's huge. Like, she's hanging off. So I'm going to try to trim her up a little bit. Again, wasn't happy. I didn't want to try to file her anymore after she's already on the nail because I didn't want to screw up my base color. So I decided we're going to toss her. So I'm going to use the Truth and Dreamer from Madame Glam. Again, use code BLL30. And I'm going to hand paint this gorgeous Cameo. And I'm going to, of course, cure in between each of my colors. But she turned out amazingly beautiful. I was so proud of me. Oh my God, she's absolutely beautiful. I love her. So again, I'm going to plop her out of the mold and give her a little wipe down because her backside be tacky, honey. Oh, cut that out, Tara. So what are we doing? Yes, far less glue, but I still want her angled. And I'm going to get her in place. And I think she's looking fabulous. So now I'm going to go in with some more glue because I'm going to spend another 57 millenniums faffing with this chain. OMG. Oh. So I'm going to flash cure it with my gooseneck lamp. And then what happens? Oh yeah, so the nail next to her is just going to be chain. Chain only. I have to cut out 30 hours of footage of me I just needed it up to my face. Y'all, look at these. I had to raid MacGyver's toolbox because I don't have any wire cutters of my own. But the tip on the right, the one with my Cameo, she's a little bit longer than the other one. So I'm going to snip her off, file her up a little bit more straight so that she matches her sister friend over here. And I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy with where we are. So now here's our very final top coat. I'm kind of an idiot. I should have just used my regular no wipe top coat at this point, but I didn't because I had this one out on my desk still. And so I still had to wipe, well, after I cured it, I still had to wipe it. I really wanted this to be matte, but I think I'm sort of hiding all that shiny glue, the glossy glue, with the shiny top coat. And I sort of felt better about it. But the end result, I felt like, for all of these elements that took me 16 days to put together, Chow, how did I do? How did I do? How could I, if you have done this before or something similar, either with the chains or with the molds, do you have any tips and tricks for me? Look at that glitter popping though. Love it. Absolutely love it. If you stuck around this long, the key phrase is nail art in real life, because I struggled, honey. The key phrase is nail art in real life. I hope y'all enjoyed this design. If you want to recreate it, please do. Tag me. I would love to see it. And I will see y'all in my next one. Love y'all. Bye.